This is your man, Johnny Hernandez, Next Level Connect. Ball is live. Here with Coach Neal from Roosevelt High School. We're here at the Rose City Classic out at Pasadena High School. Okay, Coach, you played a tough, gritty Long Beach Jordan team today in the first round. Talk about the game a little bit.
We knew coming in playing a Moore League team was going to be pretty tough. We heard that Long Beach Jordan was a very scrappy team, tough team, and as you saw, they played with a lot of tenacity, a lot of heart. I think they gave us a very good first game challenge. You know, they pressured up on the ball quite a bit, and our guys had to kind of respond to that and adjust to the pressure that they had. They really crashed the boards real hard, even though they weren't a big team. That caused some problems because our guards weren't doing their job boxing out. But I thought overall, we kind of grinded it out and did what we need to do to get the win today. Hopefully that's kind of a learning process for us as we keep moving on in this tournament because, as you know, the Rose City Classic doesn't get any easier. Teams get tougher, and the game's going to be more amplified as we move on.
I hear you on that, Coach. Talk about the Rose City Classic and the teams in it a little bit, your competition.
I think the next game, our competition will be pretty tough. We might play Laverne Lutheran as a top 5 team in the state. They got the All-American Grant Jarrett, who's going to be unstoppable pretty much. Our job will be basically try to play up against them. We also have Price in the tournament. Pasadena is really tough. Ribbit Academy. I think it's a very high-level, high-quality tournament to be in the first week, to challenge your team to see where you are. A good measuring tool for your team as well. We're hoping that if we can come out of here with some good quality wins, some good competitive games, I think it'll help us out in the long run.
I hear you about that, Coach. Okay, let's move towards your team now. Talk about your team. Talk about some players and stuff that, for us to look out for this year.
This year we have a returning All-League player, Jalen Young. He's a 6'5" wing. He's getting looked at by some mid-major Division I's and some Division II's. We're looking for big things out of him this year on the offensive end. In the past, he's been a defensive stopper for us, but this year we're looking for him to step up his offensive game. We have an honorable mention All-League player in Kendall Brown, who's our second leading scorer last year, and he can light it up for three-point line. We're hoping that he can continue to shoot the ball real well, but also add other elements to his game. Probably another strength of ours is another 3-year varsity letterman in Sean Joseph, who's a combo guard, who's real long, 6'3" point guard, who can also play the 2. But I think with his length and his savviness, he can definitely run our team very well. We're hoping that our young bigs can develop and give us some inside presence to complement our experienced guards. But we know it's going to be a tough battle throughout the year. Nothing's given to you. Our kids know they got to come out and fight and play every day. And we say play the game, not the team. So we hope that we keep doing that.
I hear you on that, Coach. Okay, I wanted to move, to talk to me about some strengths that, that we when we look at Corona Roosevelt, what's the strength of your squad?
I would hope to say our guard play should be our strengths. We got 3 or 4 guys that have been on varsity 3 and 4 years. We're hoping that experience is finally going to show. We hope that that experience can also help us out in some big games. They've all had experience in big games. It's high-level competition from the Long Beach Polys to Corona Centennial to other teams like that. So we're hoping that experience that they had in the past can help them out when we play those types of teams this year as well. One of the things we hope that we can improve upon this year is, as I said, our bigs. Both those guys are sophomores and juniors, 2 sophomores and 1 junior. They're getting a lot of looks from Pac-12 and WCC schools. We're hoping that they continue to develop and give us some inside presence as the season moves along.
I hear you on that. Okay, talk about your league. Mention your league and some of the teams in there. What could we expect from Corona Roosevelt in your league?
The Big 8, we've taken second place the last few years, so we're hoping we can break the ice and kind of move into the upper echelon of the teams in our league. It's not going to be easy though. Riverside North returns a large amount of players, and they got the Hall of Fame coach Mike Bartee back. Riverside Poly returns about 10 or 11 guys, and they're a solid basketball program. You have Corona Centennial, who's young, but they're going to be dangerous anyway. Santiago in our league as well as Corona, and I think King is another sleeper in our league who has a couple of really nice players that can cause some fits. So our league is going to be competitive. I think there's a lot of parity. Anywhere from 1 through 5, anyone could beat anyone any given night. So nothing's ever guaranteed around here in high school basketball. You got to go play the game, as we know.
I hear you on that, Coach. Okay, we talked about your league. Let's talk about your remaining schedule for December. Where can college coaches and media find you at, the rest of December, and maybe some games outside your league that you guys are playing in?
After the Rose City Classic, we're down in Murrieta Valley at their tournament. Murrieta Valley is in that tournament. It's a quality team. They won SAB a couple of years ago, and they'll be dangerous again this year. After that week, we have a week off. We play our 1 league game before the break at home, December 16th against Norco. And then after that, over Christmas break, we go down to Torrey Pines to the big national tournament down there. And we're in the division right below the national division, so that's where they can check us out there. So we're hoping we can get a little more exposure down that tournament as well.
I hear you, Coach. Okay. One last thing I'll end with this. Talk to Corona Roosevelt fans. The high school, the people just in general. What can they expect from you guys this year?
This year they can expect a very tough-minded team, a team that's going to go out and compete every night. And like always, we're going to bring it in and let our game do the talking. We're not a big team that likes to wolf and talk a lot of things. We try to represent ourselves in the right way and go out and play the game the right way. And we hope that if our players do that, everything else will take care of itself.
I hear you on that, Coach. I appreciate the interview, Coach Neal.
No problem. Thank you, Bob.